Hello and good morning. Melissa here for your Monday Motivation. And I want to bring to you about how to accept the unexpected. So I want to share with you an experience that I just had this weekend and kind of demonstrate how we navigate things in a way that we can connect the dots looking back rather than looking at them moving forward. So on Friday, I went and presented for a company, and while there, I had left my cord to my laptop, my power cord there. I didn't realize it until the next day or later that evening that I had forgot to pick it back up. Well, I had a lot of work that I needed to do on my laptop and wasn't quite sure how I was going to get that done with only 20% battery life in it. So on Saturday, I decided, well, I'll just go down and try to buy another cord to use. And so I was going to go by myself, and then last minute my husband decided to go with me, and so we drove to down to the mall and the area and decided that we'd go see our son while we were down there. Well, what happened was we were driving around the Eastgate area where I live at, and we were done. We got the power cord. We had to go a couple of places before I could find it, and we were approaching one of the traffic lights, and when I hit the brakes on my car, they didn't work. Like, it went all the way to the floor, and I panicked and I hit them again. Luckily, I got the car stopped. And so I wasn't quite sure, but then I realized they weren't pumping back up. And so thankfully it was just a shorter drive to my son's house, but we go there and we look, and my brake line had busted. So obviously that's one of those situations where I was just bragging on my car and how much I love my car, and we came down here to get the power cord, and now I'm going to have to spend money on my repairs, and I'm gonna have the car towed. And so I started going down a little bit of a rabbit hole, right? Like, I can't believe that, like, this is happening, what in the world? But then I recognized that this could have been so much more harmful to me than just it going out when it did. The day before, it was rainy and I had driven much further than I did that evening. I could have lost control of the car. Luckily my husband was with me, or maybe I would have panicked had he not been with me. There was just so many things. And then having a job and receiving a paycheck, I have money to afford the repairs. Thank goodness I wasn't driving it a longer distance. Thank goodness the car got stopped in time during an intersection. Like, all of those things align up to what could have been, right? But I'm in deep gratitude because now the situation's going to be fixed, the car is going to be repaired, and I move forward. And I didn't have to make it an experience of, oh my gosh, why does this always happen to me? And I can't believe it. And every time I get a little extra money, I always have another expense. No, I'm in deep gratitude that I have the extra money to take care of this expense, because it's more important for my safety than to maybe had something a lot worse happen. Does that make sense? Yeah, so always look for the way that you can accept the unexpected, because it all started with needing to buy a power cord from leaving my own, and it was in divine timing that it happened the way it did, when it happened, how it did, and the outcome of it is better than what maybe it might have been had I been on a more negative vibration and not felt good about having to go get the power cord, right? So that's my message for you today. I hope it's in service to you. As always, I'm sending you tons of love and lots of light. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.